Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Puja
Yes,
Mataji.
Prabhuji.
Yeah,
Yeah,
still
yeah.
we are trying to connect Yugal Kishar Prabhu, but seems to be Prabhuji in some service right now. Still, till then we can keep continuing chanting. We have Shamarasika is in Nivrindavan, and we have Patri Prabhu, His Grace Patri Prabhu from Nepal. He is visiting Nivrindavan. If he agrees, then he will speak. So I will let you know in few minutes, Mataji.
Yeah, yeah. Sure,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna.
Patri Prabhu is very good, if he comes, that will be very good.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram
Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Puja Mataji. Uh,
Hare
uh,
Krishna, Prabhuji.
yeah, there is no luck because Patri Prabhu has a Bhagavatam class scheduled in a New Vrindavan temple, so it is getting difficult for Prabhuji to accommodate our time. So till then we can chant until 8:45. And I think Manidhar Prabhu is there. If I would request Manidhar Prabhu to read the today's verse and explain a little bit. Hare Krishna, Manidhar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandat Pranam. Prabhuji, I am actually about to leave for the office. So if you can please take out the call, because if Yugal Krishna Prabhu joins, then but still I don't have any response from him. So if you can please, if you have time, you can please
Okay.
lead the class, Prabhuji.
Yeah, we can read the verses today and we can discuss among all the devotees. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Okay.
Puja Mataji, Manindra Prabhu will take over the class. So you know the verse, right, Prabhuji, today's?
I think 33, yeah, Mataji sent actually.
Yes, Prabhuji. Sure, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, 1 minute. Hare Krishna, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna.
We can recite the Mangala Sharan. Let me share my screen as well so that we can all recite and seek the blessings of our acharyas. Okay, I don't have a right. Can somebody make me the presenter or co-host?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm making you.
Okay, let me share. Okay, I hope you can see the screen. So if you ever wonder where to look for the Mangala Charan, it's always you can go to Vedabase and libraries and you can find it in other section also, but you can go to Bhagavad Gita and look into the introduction. So we can all recite together. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmiलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीकृष्णपदां सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today's verse is from the elephant Gajendra's crisis, and I think it's the 33. या कश्यनेशो बलिनो न नक्रो घात प्रचंड वेगात् भवतो वृषं भीतं प्रपन्नं परिपाति यद्भयं न मृत्यो प्रधावत्यरणं तमिमहि. Yeah, he who the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kashana, someone, Isha, the Supreme Controller, Balina, very powerful, Antak Urgata, from the great serpent of time, which brings death, Prachanda Vegat, whose force is fearful, Abhidhavataha, who is chasing, Vrisham, endlessly, every hour and every minute, Bhitam, one who is afraid of death, Prapannam, who is surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Paripati, he protects. Yat bhayat, fear from the Lord. Mrityu, death itself. Pradhavati, runs away. Arunam, the actual shelter of everyone. Tam, unto him. Imahi, I surrender or take shelter. The Supreme Translation, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is certainly not known to everyone, but he is very powerful and influential. Therefore, although the serpent of eternal time, which is fearful in force, endlessly chases everyone, ready to swallow him. If one who fears this serpent seeks shelter of the Lord gives him protection. For even death runs away in the fear of the Lord. I therefore surrender unto him, the great and powerful supreme authority, who is the actual shelter of everyone. Purport given by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. One who is intelligent understands that there is a great and supreme authority above everything. That great authority appears in different incarnations to save the innocent from disturbances. As mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam. The Lord appears in his various incarnations for two purposes: to annihilate the dushkriti, the sinful, and how to protect his devotees. The king of the elephants decided to surrender unto him. This is intelligent. One must know that great Supreme Personality of Godhead and surrender unto him. The Lord comes personally to instruct us how to be happy, and only fools and rascals do not see by intelligence this supreme authority, the supreme person. So we can discuss this paragraph for now. Like the Gajendra prayers are very strong, and even before the prayer started, like this is showing the crisis of Gajendra and how happily Gajendra was with his material life and with his family until on the crocodile, like catches his feet. So this gives us a very good lesson. Basically, we are also in a similar situation, like at least myself, like in the material life, and engaged in the family matters, and not 100% surrender to the Lord. So, so it basically shows in the purport. Prabhupada ji says, one who is intelligent, they understand like there is a great supreme personality above anything. But the materialistic person, they think that these things happen by chance, and there is a big bang happened, and now we have this earth in place, and all these things are going in. And when the person dies, they will basically take the birth again as a human. Or some impersonalist, they will think that, okay, we will merge into the Brahman, and then there will be no karma, or there will be no result of all our activities. So we just do whatever we have to do and just enjoy life. So, but the intelligent person, an intelligent person means like the person um, who is in Krishna conscious, like who has who's read scriptures, who is listening the the Vani of Lord and the Srimad Bhagavatam. So the great authority here, the great authority appears in the different incarnation. So basically, great authority refers here all our acharyas, the acharyas and all these mahajans. They incarnate here to save us, and that's why in Bhagavad Gita it is said, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam. So Lord also appears from time to time and to protect his devotees. There are two purposes. Like one, he will annihilate all the demons and the sinful people, and the other is like to protect his devotees. So the king of elephant, like he was initially struggling on his own, like, okay, I will try my best to fight with this crocodile, and then finally he surrenders. And we have seen this example by Draupadi also, like initially, like she was holding up the sari, and then like finally she gave up and she surrendered to the Lord also. So that's how, I mean, we should also do some endeavor from our side, but we have to surrender to the Lord 100%. And that is an intelligent way. And then Lord will protect us and bring us out of the situation, or he will send his devotees to help us in that situation. They will instruct us that what should be done, what should not be done in a particular scenario. So there is a verse given here, Bhishma sat vatah pavate visoditi surya Bhishma Bhishmasmat Agnischandrascha Mrityurdhavati Panchamaha. This is taken from Taittiriya Upanishad 2.8. It is out of a fear of the Supreme Personality of Godhead that the wind is blowing and that the sun is disturbing heat and light and that death is chasing everyone. Thus, there is a Supreme Controller as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 9.10. Maya dakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. This material manifestation is working so well because of the Supreme Controller. Any intelligent person, therefore, can understand that there is a Supreme Controller. Furthermore, the Supreme Controller himself appears as Lord Krishna, as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and as Lord Ramchandra to give us instructions and to show us by example how to surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet those who are Dushkriti, the lowest of men, they do not surrender. Namam Duskritino Muda Prapadyante Naradhamaha. So it's a very beautiful paragraph here. If anybody wants to explain or any any comment they want to give, please feel free to discuss. From this verse, we have a Bhagavad Gita 9.10. There is a reference of Maya Dakshina Prakriti Suyade Characharam. What does that mean is, this material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction. O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings, under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. So, this is a very important verse from Bhagavad Gita. It's basically Lord is saying all these this material nature. Material nature is doesn't mean just this earth. Material nature means like the this entire 14 planetary system we have, like the Earth is in the middle, we have 7 above and 7 below all the planets. And this is just one universe. There are like, millions and billions of them. So all of these are working under the Lord's external energy. Lord has like, internal energy and external. So under Lord's direction, one of the energy of the Lord, this is being taken care of. And everything, basically all the living beings or like non-living beings, everything, they are being created and then they are annihilated. And you know that basically um, when the Brahma's one day is completed, then there is a annihilation happens, and then everything is annihilated. But then when Brahma's 100 years are completed, then all this universe where we are in, actually, that also will get annihilated. That is called as a Mahapralaya. So when that happens, then Brahma's life is also completed. So not only these universes, all the living entities will go away, these universes will also will go, and then even Brahma's life is also ended, and then he will also go back to and merge into the Karanodakshai, Garbhodakshai Vishnu. So this is basically showing the importance of this material manifestation. Then Lord is the supreme controller of that. If anybody says that in today's world, okay, I am the Bhagwan, like you should follow me, then Prabhupada ji basically tell those people are like fool and rascal basically. And Bhagwan is basically, if some, like, the Lord has like, 6 Aishwaryas. And can somebody tell like what are those Aishwaryas? We have heard many times. Lord has 6 opulences. One is like, full strength, and full fame, wealth. There is one knowledge, beauty, and renunciation. So when Lord was there on this earth, actually, he displayed all the 6 opulences. So therefore, like all the sages, like, Parashar Muni and all of them, they have accepted Lord as a Krishna, as a supreme personality of Godhead. So that's what Bhagwan is. So Lord comes here in the different forms. Lord Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, and they have like basically Krishna came as a Lord Chaitanya, like 500 years ago, and every incarnation basically have their own purpose, their own yugas. When Lord comes and they give us the instructions. Lord Krishna himself came 5,000 years ago, like to surrender unto him, and then Lord Chaitanya Prabhu came, like basically he was a most merciful Lord. So he has not seen the qualification. Basically, whoever comes, Lord will give him the mercy. We can go to the next paragraph. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord clearly says, Mrityu sarva haras chaham, I am all devouring death. Thus, Mrityu or death is the representative who takes everything away from the living entity who has accepted a material body. No one can say, I do not fear death. This is a false proposition. Everyone fears death. However, one seeks shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be saved from death. One may argue, does the devotee not die? The answer is that a devotee certainly must give up his body, for this body is material. The difference is, however, that for one who surrenders to Krishna fully and who is protected by Krishna, the present body is the last. He will not again receive a material body to be subjected to death. This is assured in Bhagavad Gita 4.9. Tyaktva deham punarjanma Naiti mam eti so Arjuna. A devotee, after giving up his body, does not accept a material body, but returns home back to Godhead. We are always in danger because at any moment death can take place. It is not that only Gajendra, the king of the elephant, was afraid of death. Everyone should fear death because everyone is caught by the crocodile of eternal time and may die at any moment. The best course, therefore, is to seek shelter of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and be saved from the struggle for existence in this material world, in which one repeatedly takes birth and dies. To reach this understanding is the ultimate goal of life. So this is again like very important paragraph Prabhupada ji has given. Is anybody like who would like to like explain or give their opinion?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All good wishes. Thank you, Maharaj. Prabhuji, I already started my work, but I just remembered one small pastimes about this Amrish Maharaj pastime. Like the reason why Krishna came for Amrish Maharaj's help when he was caught by that crocodile. It was the intense devotion which Amrish Maharaj had for uh, Krishna. And when the moment when the crocodile caught the elephant and 1,000 years, he keeps struggling, but at the end, the elephant remembers that I was the devotee of the Lord, and then he remembers his prayers, and the Gajendra Moksha was said that time, the prayers. And that time, Krishna was in Goloka, and he was, you know, having Rasa Krida with, or he was having his home time basically. He was busy with his personal things, dancing with gopis or whatever you can name that. But, the moment the flower is offered to the Lord with intense devotion, the way how Draupadi also did, at the last moment, the same thing the elephant does. And, the Krishna, in whatever situation he is at that time, immediately in spontaneously he just leave everything whatever he is doing because a devotee is calling for help, and then immediately he uh, starts traveling to the place, from the Goloka, and his Garuda uh, comes. Krishna just start his journey towards that spot, but the Garuda comes, and it is so instant. The Garuda comes, and Krishna don't even think whether he has his Garuda, he has his weapons. Only he has that shout from the devotee, no, please help me, I am helpless. Immediately Krishna turns, the Garuda comes, and then Krishna on the way, Garuda comes on the way, then his Sudarshan Chakra comes on the way, nothing is with him, that is the devotion what Lord has, this is one of the best example where, we can just see God even doesn't think what he has, he just runs for his help, for the devotee's help. So that's what I wanted to, mention in this. And uh, the Garuda comes, and Bhagwan Vishnu bolte hain, like, Krishna sits on the Garuda, and then the chakra comes, then all his gada comes, and then within no second, it is the Garuda is at the spot, and the Sudarshan chakra dissipates the crocodile, kills the crocodile. So that is the intense prayers what Maharaj Amrish did during that incident, and Krishna within no seconds, is there for his help. So this is what we can learn from this. Like if devotion is perfect and pure, then Krishna, and if you ultimately surrenders Krishna, uh, definitely you are saved. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
This was the pastime which and that time, the uh, mood of Lord is just Bhakta Vatsalya.
Mhm.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Please
Anybody
continue,
else?
Prabhuji. Yeah, someone shared with me this, and then
Mhm.
this is mentioned in Garud Purana basically. Like भगवान निकलते हैं तो like it is said in Hindi, like वो निकलते हैं तो कुछ सोचते नहीं है. He just keep on with the bullet speed, like he's on the spot, but at the same time he's not with anything. But still Garuda comes, his Sudarshan comes, and Sudarshan dissipates the crocodile. Yeah. Hare
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji.
Welcome to Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Rupini
And
Mataji, you want to explain anything from this verse? Okay. Yeah, so basically in this paragraph also it says about the does the devotee not die actually? It's very important. Like basically certainly it says like the devotee also leaves this material body. But like devotee, the difference is like devotee is basically surrender unto the Lord. So he's not fearful of death basically. So but the non-devotees, they are always um, attached to their body and to their belongings and to the family and everything. So and they are scared basically. So that's the difference in the devotee and the non-devotee while leaving the body. And like in Srimad Bhagavatam there was a example about Dhruv Maharaj also. Like it was mentioned, like an airplane came from Vaikuntha Loka to take Dhruv Maharaj to the Lord's abode. So normally, like when people leave the material body, they like um, they basically, in case of Dhruv Maharaj, um, he did not even have to leave the material body. So rather, he went back to his abode actually in the same body. So that's one thing to mention here. So when Dhruv Maharaj was basically, attempting to get on the transcendental plane that came for him, he saw the death personified approached him, and he was not even scared of death. And then basically he took the charge of that opportunity, and he put his feet on the head of the death, and then he got up on the airplane basically. So Srila Prabhupada also like mentioned like many times um, like to take the passing away of the devotee, or like passing away of a non-devotee as one, um, and the same, it's basically misleading. It's a two different thing. um, so that we have to understand also. We can go to the next verse. I think this is the last verse from this chapter, which is the Gajendra crisis. We can start the next verse. Srimad Bhagavatam has like, before each chapter, there is a summary provided. So even if somebody wants to understand like what is coming ahead in this chapter, or what is the overall summary, because we read like, verse by verse, and then this is a good way to understand the, like, on the high level, like what is in the story form, this particular chapter. So we can read that also. If any devotee wants to take turn, and they can read one paragraph each, and then we can go to the next verse.
If you want me to read the first paragraph,
Yeah.
I can read.
Yes, Prabhu.
Gajendra's prayer of surrender. That is right, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
In this chapter, the prayers by Gajendra, the king of the elephants, are described. It appears that the king of the elephants was formerly a human being known as Indradumna. Uh, sorry, I think I mentioned a wrong name, so it is Indradumna. That he learned prayers to the Supreme Lord. Fortunately, he remembered that prayers and began to chant to himself. First, he offered his respectful obeisances to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and because of his awkward position in having been attacked by the crocodile, he expressed his inability to recite prayers nicely. Nonetheless, he tried to chant the mantra and expressed himself in the appropriate words as follows. You want me to read this, Prabhuji?
Sure.
Or someone can answer.
There's someone else who want to read?
Gita Mataji, if you want, or Surendra Prabhu,
Yes,
anyone.
Prabhuji, I can read. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. It's a very fine, but I'll read. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the cause of all causes, the original person from whom everything has uh, emanated. He is the root cause of this cosmic manifestation, and the entire cosmos rests in him. Yet, he is transcendental, for he does everything in relation to the material world through his external energy. He is eternally situated in the spiritual world in Vaikuntha or Goloka, Vrindavan, where he engages in his eternal pastimes. The material world is a product of his external energy or material nature, which works under his direction. It is thus that creation, maintenance, and annihilation takes place. The Lord exists at all times. This is extremely difficult for a non devotee to understand. Although the transcendental supreme personality of Godhead is perceivable by everyone, only the pure devotees perceive his presence and activities. The supreme personality of Godhead is completely free from material birth, death, old age, and disease. Indeed, if anyone in this material world takes shelter of him, he also becomes situated in that transcendental position. For the satisfaction of the devotee, the Lord appears and exhibits his activities. His appearance, disappearance, and other pastimes are not at all material. One who knows this secret can enter the kingdom of God. In the Lord, all opposing elements are adjusted. The Lord is situated in everyone's heart. He is the controller of everything. He is the witness of all activities, and He is the original source of all living entities. Indeed, all living entities are part of him, for he is the origin of Mahavishnu, who is the source of the living entities within this material world. The Lord can observe the activities of our senses, which can work and achieve material results because of his mercy. Because of, I've lost this, yeah. Actually, yeah. Although he is the original source of everything, he is untouched by any of his byproducts. In this way, he is like a gold mine, which is the source of gold and ornaments, and yet is different from the ornaments themselves. The Lord is worshipped by the method prescribed in the Panch Tantras. He is the source of our knowledge and He can give us liberation. Therefore, it is our duty to understand Him according to the instructions of devotees, in particular the spiritual master. Although for us is the mode of goodness is covered by following the instructions of saintly persons and the spiritual master, we can be freed from material clutches. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Surendra Prabhu, you want to read? I can read. The self-effulgent material form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is adored by non-devotees. His impersonal form is adored by those advanced in spiritual knowledge, and his feature as the localized supersoul is appreciated by yogis. But his original form as a person is understood only by devotees. That Supreme Personality of Godhead is competent to dissipate the darkness of the conditioned soul through his instructions in Bhagavad Gita. He is the ocean of transcendental qualities and can be understood only by liberated persons, freed from the bodily concept of life. By his causeless mercy, the Lord can rescue the conditioned soul from the material clutches and enable him to return home back to Godhead, to become his personal associate. Nonetheless, a pure devotee doesn't aspire to go back to Godhead. He is simply satisfied with executing his service in this material world. A pure devotee does not ask anything from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. His only prayer is to be freed from the material conception of life and to be engaged in the Lord's transcendental loving service. In this way, the king of elephants, Gajendra, offered prayers directly to the Supreme Personality of Godhead without mistaking him for one of the demigods. None of the demigods came to see him, not even Brahma or Shiva. Rather, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, seated on Garuda, personally appeared before him. Gajendra, by lifting his trunk, offered obeisances to the Lord, and the Lord immediately pulled him from the water, along with the crocodile who had captured his leg. Then the Lord killed the crocodile, and thus he rescued Gajendra. So that was the summary of this chapter, and so we can read this prayers. There's very powerful prayers. Many devotees recite them on a daily basis. This is like Shri Badrayani Vacha Evam Vyavasito Buddhya Samadhaya Manohridi Jajapa Paramam Japyam Pragjanmani Anusikshitam. What word meaning? Shri Badrayani Vacha, Shri Sukdev Goswami said, Evam, thus, Vyavasita, fixed, Buddhya, by intelligence, Samadhaya, for concentration, Mana, the mind, Hridi, in consciousness or in the heart, Jajapa, he chanted, Paramam is supreme, Japyam, mantra he had learned from great devotees, Parag Janmani, in his previous birth, Anu Sikshitam, practiced. Translation. Sri Sukdev Goswami continued, thereafter the king of the elephants, Gajendra, fixed his mind in his heart with perfect intelligence and chanted a mantra which he had learned in his previous birth as Indradumna and which he remembered by the grace of Krishna. So here is basically telling like when nothing worked and now Gajendra is going to pray whatever he remembers like from his previous life. And in previous life he was a human and he was like Indradumna. Now he remembers these exact prayers which starts from the next verse onwards. Those are the exact prayers that he used to recite in his previous birth. And I think they basically last until 27 or yeah, they 29, 30 something like till 29 actually. Till 29, these are the prayers from 2nd to 29. These are the prayers that when he was in Indradum, he remembered those prayers in his previous lifetime. So that's what this verse says. Now purport, such remembrance is described in Bhagavad Gita 6.43 and 44. Tatra tam buddhi samo yogam labate purva dehikam yatate cha tato bhuya tama siddho kurunandana purva bhasena teneva hriyate hi avasopi saha. In that verse, it is assured that even if a person engaged in the devotional service falls down, he is not degraded, but he is placed in a position in which he will, in due course of time, remember the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As explained later, Gajendra was formerly King Indradumna, and somehow or other, in his next life, he became king of the elephants. Now, Gajendra was in danger, and although he was in a body other than that of a human being, he remembered the stotra he had chanted in his previous life. Yatate cha tato bhuya samsiddhu kuru nandana. To enable one to achieve perfection, Krishna gives one the chance to remember him again. This is proved here. For although the king of the elephants, Gajendra, was put in danger, this was a chance for him to remember his previous devotional activities so that he could immediately be rescued by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So basically this paragraph says, like, if he was Indradumna, then he was a king, then maybe in his previous life, like he was engaged definitely in devotional service and he was reciting those prayers, but maybe like in that lifetime he did not get delivered to the Lord, like he did not had a perfection, so that's why he fall down. And but that doesn't mean that all his punyas, all his devotional service came to zero. As the Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, and Prabhupada has mentioned many times in his purport, like whenever a devotee, like in this life he doesn't attain the perfection 100%, like he in his next lifetime he will start from the next level, and whatever he did in this lifetime, it will not go in vain. So Gajendra, basically he might have some attachment left like in his previous lifetime. That's why he was born as a elephant, and formerly he was the king, like as Indradumna, but now he's the king of elephants. Now he's just remembering those prayers now. Continued, it is imperative therefore that all devotees in Krishna consciousness practice chanting some mantra. Certainly one should chant the Hare Krishna mantra, which is the Mahamantra or great mantra. And also one should practice chanting Chintamani Parakar Sadmasu or the Narsimha Stotra. Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha. Every devotee should practice in order to chant some mantra perfectly, so that even though he may be perfect in spiritual consciousness in this life, in his next life he will not forget Krishna consciousness. Even if he becomes an animal, of course, a devotee should try to perfect his Krishna consciousness in his life, in this life, for simply by understanding Krishna and his instructions, after giving up this body, one can return home back to Godhead. Even if there is some fall down, practice of Krishna consciousness never goes in vain. For example, Ajamila, in his boyhood, practiced chanting the name of Narayana under the direction of his father. But later in his youth, he fell down and became a drunkard, woman hunter, rogue, and thief. Nonetheless, because of the chanting the name of Narayana for the purpose of calling his son, whom he had named Narayan, he became advanced, even though he was involved in sinful activity. Therefore, we should not forget the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra under any circumstances, it will help us in the greatest danger, as we find in the life of Gajendra. So Prabhupada is basically mentioning here, like one should remember and one should chant Hare Krishna mantra. And why Hare Krishna mantra? This is the Mahamantra. This is the mantra of this yuga, in this Kali Yuga. And there is every mantra has a certain time, certain rules and regulations. But this mantra, Mahamantra, has no restriction. Basically, in any condition, anyone can chant this mantra, Hare Krishna mantra. So, other than this, like one should practice the Chintamani, Parakars, Sadmashu, and Narsinga Stotra also. Devotees always recite these prayers of Narsinga Dev in the evening to protect their devotion. Although Lord is always protecting the devotees, but still we should do our endeavor to recite these prayers. So, Prabhupada has given in this verse a very beautiful example of Ajamil. So, Ajamil Katha is there in Srimad Bhagvatam. So, you know that like Ajamil, basically he was very attached to the a prostitute, and basically, and then he had a son named Narayana, because somebody told him to name his son as Narayan. And then whenever he used to call his son with the Narayana, then he was taking unconsciously, he was taking the name of the Lord. And, like at the time of his death, basically, Lord came to protect him, like basically, and he gave him another chance to live a devotional life. So that was the good effect of chanting the Lord of the name. And so what to speak of the devotees, like, they always chant Lord's name. And, so I would request devotees, if they want to share any realization or anything they want to mention for this verse, please feel free.
So, yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So basically, in this case, it was God's grace that Gajendra remembered the Stotra. Otherwise, he would not have got the liberation. So it's finally God's grace only. I
Mhm.
don't, and the fact that he chanted in his previous birth. So the main thing for us is to keep chanting, and if it's God's grace, we'll get some benefit. Is that right?
Yes,
Ulti-
Mataji.
Ultimately, it's God's grace always. But the other thing is, Prabhuji, that if we name somebody in the family, like you're saying, a child, if the mother's scolding the child, then I don't know whether that's helpful in calling God's name. You know, we have to call God's name with love, affection. Sometimes you call also with, if it's a human being, it could be scolding a child, right?
Actually, Mataji, it's the other way. Like Prabhupada ji has said, like, anyone who takes the name of the Lord in any condition, whether he is joking or whether he is saying angrily, or whether he's scolding anyone, like they all get the benefit, because Lord's name and Lord himself, there is no difference. He has given all his potencies, all his blessings in his name itself. Like, for example, Kansa, he was always scared of Krishna, and he was angrily used to say Krishna's name or Vishnu's name basically, but still he got benefit. And sometimes, like, even Prabhupada ji said, like some of these people like jokingly says, oh, these Hare Krishna people, they don't do anything and everything, but still they are getting benefit because they are reciting the name of the Lord, like Hare Krishna, just by saying that Hare Krishna. Even if they just say Hare, that will also benefit them. This is the name of Radharani. So yeah, they always get the benefit, because that's the, as I said, like Lord name and Lord himself. There is no difference. And that's why Ajamil also, like, he was calling the name of his son, but his son's name was Narayan. So he was still getting the benefit unknowingly.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the crocodile also must have been a very elevated soul to have seen the Lord and gotten killed by him. Must have also got liberated. Huh?
Yes, Mataji, you're right. So before Gajendra himself was liberated, the crocodile himself got liberated before Gajendra. He went to Lord's abode before the Gajendra. It is said, like, Lord basically takes care of his devotees first. So from the material point of view, it looks like Gajendra was just, harming elephant, Gajendra. But in other way, if you see, like, he was holding the feet of the devotee while he was reciting the prayers. So he also got liberated.
Oh, very nice. I
Yeah,
never thought of that. Thank you, Prabhuji.
yeah.
Thank
So we
you.
should always, let's like, we say that dasanudas, like, we should not just become the Lord's devotees, Lord's servant. We should become the servant and the servant of the Lord, actually. So if we serve the devotees, basically we get benefit and Lord becomes happy. And I think in Bhagavad Gita also Lord says there is a verse actually, those who serve me, they are not my devotee, but those who serve my devotee, um, that is his devotee. He
Yeah,
get very pleased basically.
right. They say servant of the servant of the servant, something like that.
Yes. Mm.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Those are very nice question, Mataji. Yes.
Uh, thank you, Prabhuji.
I would say my suggestion is, although we are reading this chapter and these are the very important prayers, you can go on the YouTube or I can find a video also. Try to learn these prayers, like read them, understand their meanings, and once you are comfortable with these Sanskrit verses, also try to recite them every day in the morning. Um, Although there are in Bhagavatam, there are many stutis are there, but this is one of the very beautiful and very strong. You can recite them. So you may find some videos for the people who are reciting in Sanskrit version. There are only like 27 or 28 verses. Takes 10 minutes maximum to recite them.
Thank you,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you for wonderful explanation. And the prayers, what you mentioned, Prabhuji, really, yeah, we should find one good and short clip which will include all the whole prayers what you're showing in the presentation. So that will be beneficial for any time. It is suggested like if you uh, say these prayers every day,
Hmm.
there is definite moksha because it has that much power, because Gajendra gets the moksha because of these prayers. Yeah. And as you mentioned, Indradumna Maharaj, yeah, who who was actually devotee from every angle, there was no doubt he was about to get the uh, moksha. Only I think the one thing which Indradumna Maharaj, because he was uh, ruling the whole world. So he was a very powerful king. So he was a little bit proud, like one small proud thing, which he had a pride. So that pride made him to become an elephant in the next life.
Oh,
So
wonderful, Prabhuji. Yeah,
yeah. So
very
only
nice.
one thing, sir. Everything was there. Like he's 99% qualified to go to the Goloka, but this one negative thing created this pastime, and then but again, if this pastime would not have been there, then we would not have got the prayers what Indra Dumna Maharaj was saying, so it came through Gajendra Moksha's prayer, so that is really beneficial for everyone. Thank you, Prabhuji, for such a wonderful explanation.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
So, Prabhuji, is there any, what about Draupadi? There no prayer at that time, right? When she called the Lord?
No, there were some prayers like she was reciting. What was that, Prabhuji? Like Draupadi's prayer, like she was also reciting. It was not the long prayer.
I don't remember the prayer, Prabhuji, but Draupadi surrenders completely. That is the only thing I remember. Like, she surrenders 100% to Krishna, and then Krishna appears. But she raises her hand and just intensely. But yeah, as you say, we can find the prayers.
Yeah, it is definitely given in Mahabharata actually. Like it is, there were some prayers that I found it actually. It is saying the translation of those prayers by Draupadi to Lord Krishna when she saw that nobody in the assembly was like helping her, and then Draupadi finally turned to Lord Krishna, and there was no hope that so basically she raised her hands and she cried out to the Lord, and then she was chanting the holy name in desperation. So what was these prayers? The translation of those prayers are: O Govinda, O resident of Dwarka, O Krishna, O friend of gopis, do you not know I am being humiliated by the Kauravas? O Lord Lakshmi, O Lord of Lakshmi, O Lord of Vraja, O destroyer of affliction, save me. I am drowning in the ocean of the Kauravas. O Janardhan, O Krishna, O best of yogis, O soul of the world, O origin of the world, please protect this surrendered soul. O Govinda, I am sinking in the midst of the Kurus. So those were like from Mahabharata actually. So like there may be a couple of few more verses, but just one or two verses she recited only for the prayers while she surrendered to the Lord.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very helpful. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
So this was the chapter second and third. So chapter second, basically, I will just say quickly, like every chapter is divided into some sections. So this chapter two, which was the Lord Gajendra's crisis. So we may have read actually earlier. It was the description of the Trikut mountain, right? It was like I think verse number text 1 through 19, like how beautiful is the Trikut mountain, and what kind of denizens were living in the Trikut mountain, what kind of gardens were there on that mountain, and the lakes and everything. Then I believe the next section of this chapter was verse number 20 through 26. That was the moment when Gajendra enters the lake. So there was a lake actually in that mountain. That's when he entered, and he was not knowing that there is a crocodile there. And then the last section of this chapter was 27 through 33 verse. This is when the crocodile attacks Gajendra, and then when Gajendra becomes weaker and weaker, and that crocodile becomes stronger. And this fight between the Gajendra and crocodile, how many years it lasted? It is said it lasted for 1000 years. Yes. And these other elephants, they could not help him out. And that's when the Gajendra started those prayers in this, at the end of this second chapter. And then that's when he decided, let me pray to the Lord. And then when we come to this third chapter, which is the actual prayers, so that is also divided into multiple section. Like I believe the text number 2 through 5. This is like talking about the Lord's praising the Lord, like supremely powerful Lord, praying the Lord that you are the origin of everything, your energies and your energetic and everything. Then verse number 6 through 7 in this chapter is basically like how supremely the inconceivable Lord is. Like it's not very easy to understand him. And what are the qualifications one should have to see the Lord? That is given in this 6th and 7th. Then next section in this chapter is 8 through 12. It says the Supreme Lord's appearances, like how he appears, like what is his external appearance and what are his incarnations, and internal appearance as a super soul, and the appearance by the Bhakti Yoga. So everything is given in this 8 through 12. And then 13 through 17 is given as a supreme shelter. Like Lord is a supreme shelter, nobody else is there. Like he's our supreme father, he's merciful and everything. Then 18 through 20 verse in this chapter is worshipping the Lord. That's when he is worshipping the Lord, like um, unmotivated worship is there, and everything. And then 21 through 24, he's saying supreme source of everything, like he's the supreme creator, he's the refuge of everyone, and like he's the one, he's the master of the universe and everything. So, and then the last but not least is 25 through 29 in this chapter is supreme master. So, as you know that Lord Krishna is the master of yoga, and he is the master of this universe and everything basically. So that's how this chapter is divided in the multiple section. So it's going to be beautiful learning from here. Okay, so I think we can end here, or maybe like anybody else has any relation or any other question we can discuss, or we can end. Okay, we can recite the prayers. पांचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा
Panchakalpataru.
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। श्रीला
Jai,
Jai.
हरे
Jai,
कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna,
Jai.
Jai,
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Ki
Granthrath
Jai,
Srimad Bhagvatam ki jai.
Jai,
His Grace Manitat Prabhu ki
Jai,
jai. Hare
All
Krishna.
Jai,
Thank you,
devotees,
Prabhuji,
Hari
for
Bol.
covering
Very good.
this. Yeah, but I don't know what was the problem with Yugal Kishore Prabhu, but I will just check it today.
Yeah, I was
Thank you.
excited to hear from him. He's very
Yeah,
dedicated
yeah,
devotee.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, very nice classes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure,
Thank
Prabhuji.
you,
But
Prabhuji.
today we
Thank you,
got a
Madam.
very precious thing, Prabhuji, from your class. That is the Gajendra Moksha. It is nothing like it. In any difficulty, I heard if we recite this Gajendra Moksha, it definitely helps. And it is recommended that we should say how we say Narsimha Stotra every day. In the same way, we should recite this also.
Actually, I've heard in India people like recite these prayers for the monetary purpose. Like if you recite them in the Brahma Muhurta, whether Hindi or Sanskrit version, you will not, one will not have any loan, or that kind of thing for the
Okay.
monetary purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
But devotees have a different goal. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hare
this is
Krishna,
because.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.